It is currently the early morning hours of the 27th of December 2012. We are still watching Tropical Storm Wukong, and as you can see here on the satellite imagery, it is looking rather disorganized. Actually, winds right now right at that 35-knot threshold near the center of circulation. Really, it is an elongated circulation, very disorganized. Actually, seeing lots of vertical wind shear off here towards the north. If we change up the satellite imagery to the visible/infrared imagery, you can kind of get a better idea of that just sheer pulling off towards the north. It really doesn't look too organized, but that has not stopped some gusty winds and heavy rains. And actually, this video coming out of Visayas here and then into Samar, I do want to mention that there has been some unconfirmed reports of at least 3 deaths. Widespread flooding has been seen here over towards Iloilo. You have been seeing some significant flooding, homes being damaged underwater. Lots of the rivers here continuing to rise, and it does look like these conditions very well could be still occurring throughout the next several days, because as the storm does track off here towards the west, it is still going to be grabbing moisture out of the Philippine Sea here and pulling it back towards the west. So much of Luzon, this is actually going into Thursday, then eventually Friday. That center of circulation, or what remains of it's well out here and towards the South China Sea, but still northern Luzon, even into the south. You're going to be seeing that moisture inflow continuing to push onshore, and that's still going to bring some heavy rainfall here. Now, the good news, the bulk of the convection is going to taper off in these areas that have been significantly hit by the heavy rainfall into Visayas. You're going to start to see the conditions improving, but still don't be surprised. You continue to see these afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms. Right now, let's take a look at the current track, but first I want to let you know where we're looking at. It is the Wukong Information Center here at Western Pacific Weather. I have the satellite pictures here, and these 2 pictures really do depict how disorganized this storm system is right now, continuing the weekend out. Also showing me there on NHK World today talking about that heavy rainfall, and that is just one of the graphs showing that heavy precipitation along the east coast of the Visayas and off there towards Luzon. But this is the current track from the Japan Meteorological Agency pulling off there towards the west, and what it doesn't show here is that it is gradually weakening down as it does move off there towards Vietnam. Let's take a look at what the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is currently showing on their track, a little bit farther there towards the west, but also steering towards the southwest. Now, it's going to be weakening out, and that's really some significantly great news for areas around Malaysia and Thailand, where you've been seeing some incredible amount of rainfall. Actually, the heaviest spot on this map is not over the Philippines due to Wukong, but over Malaysia and southern Thailand due to the monsoonal flow here. And one person has sadly been killed actually in Malaysia. Over 80,000 people evacuated. Please do go to the website, check out a recent article on this, in-depth discussion from Francis there in Kuala Lumpur about the just heavy rains continuing to come down and impact there around Visayas and off towards Thailand. Oh, and that, by the way, that monsoonal trough, that's what's really also going to be edging our tropical storm a little bit farther there towards the south. We have this high pressure ridge off here towards the north. It's not going to be wanting to go to that. That Siberian high is just pressing down on this. The least resistance is down towards the south and off towards Malaysia. So we're definitely still going to be watching this one throughout the next several days. Also, that continued rainfall that is continuing to be seen across the Philippines as this storm system continues to move towards the west and weakening out there. And as we pull back the picture and look at the rest of the Western Pacific and just zoom in on Wukong here, you can really see just how disorganized this is, but still a lot of cloud cover bringing heavy precipitation. What I do also want to focus in on here, since we have a little bit of time, is into Japan. Look at these clouds screaming across the Sea of Japan here. That is some very intense sea effect snow. I expect maybe about a half a meter of snowfall in portions of western Honshu and off towards Hokkaido in the next 24 hours alone. This is taking a look at the radar imagery, and you can just see that cloud cover and that heavy snowfall coming down here across the northwestern portions of Honshu and off towards Hokkaido, where you want the snow because you have the snow festival coming up here in the near future. Also remember, a lot of ski slopes into this area here, so really are enjoying it coming down. But if you are driving across this area, it is going to be rather dangerous, and forget flying for the time being. Good news, not many major airports there along the west coast. But that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at WesternPacificWeather.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them in the comment box below. And as always, stay safe out there. Thanks again.